Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, this is about 2:50 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at 109,200. Yesterday we had the monthly candle close, and as I suspected, we closed with a tweezer top, which is bearish. This is also a red engulfing candle compared to the month prior. Now the 21 moving average did go up from 78,000 to about 81,981. Let's call it 82,000. So that's a little bit better. The stochastics RSI did roll over as we suspected, and now we have bearish divergence on the stochastics RSI. This is basically signaling that there probably is going to be some type of downside, or we might go sideways. We need this 21 moving average to catch up to price range a little bit more. We're a little bit too far away before we could start moving up, if we will continue to move up. On the 2-week chart, stochastics also rolled over. We got toppy. We never got above this dotted line like we did over here. And we also had a red engulfing candle. 21 moving average is now at 101,133. We're kind of close, but it still looks like, you know, we might be coming down to touch that. Since the stochastics are on the way down, maybe we might roll back up. It's hard to say. We will have to see how the next candle closes. Now on the weekly chart here, we see that the stochastics are on the way down. We could still come down here and drag here for a little bit. This still could take a couple weeks before we could round out and start coming up like we did here. And also we could just continue dragging here for a while. Now we did touch the 21 moving average. It's currently at 107,898. If you see this other pattern that I have here, I kind of have a falling wedge. We got out of it, and it looks like we're trying to rebound back up and get inside the flag. As long as we could trace this, we're still good, and we could possibly make it up to the measured move here that I have of about 135k. But again, the stochastics do not look too good. It kind of looks like we will drag here for a little bit. Now if we lose this 21 moving average, the next stop is going to be this 50 moving average, which is at $95,888. I've told you guys before, if we lose the 50 moving average, for sure, more than likely that's the end of the bull market from what I've seen in the past. Something that happens in the past doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen now, but we have to take that into account as well. Ever since this topping tail that I called here, we have been going downwards. You guys already know, if you see a topping tail, more than likely you're going to get sideways or downward action. Now on the other time frames, the 6-day chart, we still have a lot more room to continue going down. We're losing the 21 moving average, that's bearish. On the 5-day chart, we still have room as well to continue going down. 4-day chart as well. 3-day chart here, we're starting to roll back up a little bit, but we can still drag here. We're trying to stay above this 50 moving average at $106,604. On the 2-day chart, still dragging here. We lost the 50 moving average. This is bad. Now the next support is at 104,683 with this 80 moving average. On the daily chart here, look how we've been dragging. This is what I'm saying could happen on the weekly as well. We have to be careful. We couldn't make it up, we rolled over. Couldn't make it up, we rolled over. Now we have to see if now we can make it up. Eventually we will be going up, so that shows me that at some point we're going to try to make it back above this 21 moving average. It goes the same way. If we get too far away from this 21, we either have to go sideways and wait for the 21 to come down and touch, or we're going to go up towards the 21 moving average. That's currently at $114,092. This is a Adam and Eve double top. Measured move is this 200 moving average at 101,312. It kind of looks like that's where we're headed. It looks kind of like we're doing some type of a bear flag here. The measured move to this would kind of bring us down close to that 200 moving average. We need to get above this 100 moving average as soon as possible. Right now we're getting a green candle. This closes in about 5 hours, but unless we could get above this 100 moving average, the 200 moving average looks like what's next. Check out the other time frames. 22-hour chart resetting on the stochastics RSI looks good, but we are below the 200 and the 21. This 21 moving average is about to cross the 200. That becomes bearish. This also looks like a bear flag, so let's see if we could get above this, but right now this is bearish since we're below those averages. 12-hour time frames the same, 10 hours the same, 8-hour is the same. We're still not above the 21 moving average. Same thing with the 6-hour. On the 4-hour chart, stochastics rolled over, we popped back up, and now we're above the 21 moving average. Right here we got resistance, we got rejected, now we're back above. We need to get above this 50 moving average. We got to get above all these averages one at a time. Next line is the 50 moving average at 110,417. We haven't been able to get above 110 since we lost 110. Like I said, the new range for me is 100k to 110k. If we could get back above 110k, get into the 112 114, then we could play with a different range, but right now it looks like we're under 110. Now we take a look at the other time frame, 3 hour. Stochastics look bad, 2 hour. We're rolling over on 1 hour, kind of rolling over as well. We are above a couple of averages here, but look, resistance off this 100, we couldn't make it. Maybe we could try to get above this 200 moving average. That's at $110,503. That would be great. This will be the first step that we need in order to start transferring this bullishness onto the other time frames. 45-minute is reset. We're above most of the averages. 30-minute, we're trying to get above this 200 moving average, and the stochastics are on the way up. This kind of looks like a double bottom pattern. So let's see what the measured move to this would be if this plays out. And this could bring us back above 110k, 110,733. Like I said, if we could get back above 110k, that's a very good sign. So this is a possible double bottom here. Let's see if this ends up playing out. Let me draw this here for you guys, and let's see if that's the next move that ends up playing out for us. On the 15-minute chart, stochastics are getting toppy, but look, we are above all these moving averages. Let's see if we can hold above this. Since we're toppy, if we roll over all the way to the bottom and we're still above this, this is going to be a very strong sign that things are getting a little bit better. On the 4-hour chart also, I have a speculation that this could be a possible inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder. Maybe we're making the head, so we would have to get all the way to like about 113k to get a neckline going here, and then maybe we could roll over and then go back up. That's a speculation. It's too early to tell right now, guys. Let's see if this double bottom pattern on the 30-minute chart helps us get out of this mud, but if not, I'm still seeing more downside for Bitcoin. The chances are that we're probably going to go test the lower 100ks, 104k, 105, 102, 101, around there. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity where you're set up to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.